Hey everyone, and welcome back to English Journey. This is the place where learning English becomes simple and enjoyable. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Mark. Hello to everyone listening around the world. Hey, Sarah, where's your coffee today?
I've been really into tea lately.
But don't you usually drink coffee?
I do. It's just been so hot lately. Before I go to bed, I make some cold brewed tea and leave it in the refrigerator overnight. The next morning, it's cold, refreshing, and perfect for summer.
That actually sounds pretty good.
It is. I've been enjoying it every morning. Speaking of tea, Mark, let me ask you something.
Uh-oh. Here comes a quiz.
Don't worry, it's an easy one. What do you think is the most popular drink in the world after water?
That's easy. Coffee.
Coffee? Are you sure?
Of course I am. Everybody drinks coffee. People drink coffee before work, when they meet clients, and even on dates. Coffee is everywhere.
Actually, more people drink tea than coffee every day.
Really? More popular than coffee?
Mm-hmm. Around the world, people drink almost twice as much tea as coffee every day.
Wow, I thought coffee was the king.
And what's even more interesting is that people drink tea in very different ways around the world.
Now you've made me curious. Tell me more.
Then let's travel around the world through tea. But before we begin, we'd like to ask for a small favor.
If you enjoy learning English with us, please don't forget to like and subscribe to English Journey.
And please share this episode with your friends who are learning English too.
Your support helps us keep creating new content for you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Now, let's jump into today's topic.
So, where should we start?
Let's start with China, one of the oldest tea cultures in the world.
I knew China would come first.
Of course, people there have been drinking tea for thousands of years.
Thousands of years? Tea really has a long story.
It does. Long before coffee became popular, tea was already part of daily life. And today, tea is still everywhere in China.
People drink it at home, at work, and when they talk with friends.
Exactly. It is not only for special days. It is part of normal life.
That feels very natural. Like, come in, sit down, have some tea.
Yes, when guests visit, many people serve tea in a simple and friendly way.
Not a big show, just a warm welcome.
Right. Tea can make people slow down and talk.
And tea is also a popular gift in China.
It is. People may bring tea when visiting family, friends, or business partners.
Some tea cakes can be very valuable too.
Many teas get better with age, so people love to collect them.
So tea can be a daily drink, a gift, and even something people collect.
That's a nice way to put it. China also has many famous kinds of tea.
I know pu'er tea, that one is pretty famous.
True, pu'er is great for collecting. But for daily tea, Longjing and Tieguanyin are famous too.
Each one has a different taste, right?
Right, some taste fresh, some taste rich, and some have a strong aroma.
Now I see why tea is such a big part of Chinese culture. In China, tea is not just about drinking. It is about daily life, connection, and tradition.
I like that summary, Mark. And tea didn't stay only in China. It also traveled to Japan and developed its own unique tea culture there.
I think matcha deserves some credit for that. When I traveled to Japan, I fell in love with all the matcha desserts. Drinks, cakes, cookies, and ice cream. Matcha has taken over dessert menus.
It certainly feels that way. But matcha is actually only a small part of Japan's tea culture. Japan has a long tea history, and many people enjoy tea in a slower and more thoughtful way.
I like that idea. These days, everything feels so fast.
Sometimes a cup of tea is a good reason to slow down for a few minutes.
I've watched videos of tea ceremonies before. Every movement looks very careful.
That's one of the important ideas behind it. Every small detail matters.
China showed us that tea is part of everyday life, while Japan shows us that tea can also be a way to enjoy the present moment.
I like that comparison, Mark. The same drink can tell very different stories.
Speaking of popular tea drinks, Taiwan has done pretty well, too.
Absolutely. Taiwan is well known for its tea.
When people talk about Taiwanese tea, oolong tea is usually the first thing I think of.
That's one of Taiwan's best-known teas.
And Oriental beauty tea is pretty famous, too.
It is. Taiwan may be a small island, but it produces many different kinds of tea.
But let's be honest, a lot of people probably think of bubble tea first.
That's probably true.
Bubble tea has become a global superstar.
You can find bubble tea shops in cities all around the world.
That's quite impressive for a drink that started in Taiwan.
What makes Taiwan interesting is that traditional tea and modern tea culture exist side by side.
One day you can enjoy tea in a tea house, and the next day you're standing in line for bubble tea.
Both seem perfectly natural. And sometimes tea comes with great food too.
I know, like the yum cha culture in Hong Kong.
Yum cha is a big part of life for many people in Hong Kong.
And it's not just about the tea.
Not at all. It's also about food, family, and conversation.
When I hear yum cha, I immediately think of dim sum.
Shrimp dumplings, siomai, barbecue pork buns.
Now you're making me hungry.
That's the effect dim sum has on people.
I've heard some people can spend an entire morning having yum cha.
Especially older generations. Some people meet friends, read the newspaper, drink tea, and chat for hours.
That sounds like a pretty relaxing morning.
And a very social one, too.
So nobody is rushing through a meal.
Right. Yum cha is about enjoying the time together.
Tea, dim sum, family, and friends. That's a combination that's hard to beat.
And that's one reason yum cha has remained so popular for generations.
Oh, Hong Kong milk tea is pretty amazing too.
It is, and its story is closely connected to British tea culture. Hong Kong took some British tea traditions and made them its own.
And now Hong Kong milk tea is famous in its own right. Speaking of Britain, the British really do love their TEA.
They do. Tea has been part of everyday life in the UK for a very long time.
I picture rainy weather and a hot cup of tea.
That's a pretty common image.
It feels like tea is the answer to everything. Had a stressful day? Have some tea.
Feeling cold? Have some tea.
Need a break from work? Tea again.
Tea has a way of helping people slow down for a moment. Many people even have a tea break during the day.
A tea break sounds much better than staring at emails.
And of course, there's afternoon tea.
Yes, it's one of Britain's most famous traditions.
Tea, sandwiches, cakes, and pastries? That sounds like a pretty good afternoon to me.
For many people, a cup of tea simply makes the day a little better.
The British really do drink a lot of tea.
They do, and for many years, a lot of that tea came from India. That explains why India is famous for tea, too.
It is. And when many people think of tea in India, they think of chai.
Chai is everywhere, isn't it?
Pretty much. You can find it at homes, markets, train stations, and street stalls.
I've seen videos of people making chai in huge pots.
That's very common. Chai is usually made with tea, milk, sugar, and spices.
So it's quite different from the teas we've talked about so far.
Chai is rich, sweet, and full of flavor.
It sounds more like a treat than an ordinary drink.
And everyone seems to have their own way of making it.
Kind of like a family recipe?
Exactly. Some people add more ginger, some add more spices, and some prefer it sweeter.
So no 2 cups of chai are exactly the same.
Probably not. That's part of the charm.
And chai seems to bring people together, too.
It does. People often stop for a cup of chai, chat with friends, family, or coworkers, and take a short break from the day.
I like that. It feels warm and welcoming.
That's one reason chai is such a big part of daily life in India.
A warm drink, good conversation, and a little break from the day.
Sometimes the simplest traditions are the best ones. And our next stop takes tea and friendship to another level.
That sounds interesting. Where are we going?
Turkey.
Turkey? I usually think of coffee when I think of Turkey.
A lot of people do, but tea is actually even more popular there.
Really?
Yes, Turkey is one of the biggest tea-drinking countries in the world.
That's surprising.
Tea is part of daily life there. People drink it in the morning, during the day, and after dinner.
So basically, all day long.
Pretty much.
What kind of tea do they usually drink?
Turkish tea, or chai, is usually served in small glass cups.
I've seen those glasses before. They have a very unique shape.
And if you visit someone in Turkey, there's a good chance you'll be offered tea.
Tea again. It seems tea is the universal language of hospitality.
That's a great way to put it.
Do people only drink tea with guests?
Not at all. Friends often sit together and drink tea while talking for hours.
That sounds nice. No rush, just conversation and tea.
Exactly. That's why tea is often connected to friendship in Turkey.
I can see that.
So in Turkey, tea often means friendship.
I like that. Tea seems to bring people closer wherever it goes.
It's true. From the tea houses of Japan to the cafes of Morocco, tea has become part of daily life around the world.
Morocco? Now that's a country I didn't expect.
A lot of people are surprised by that, but tea is a big part of life in Morocco.
What kind of tea do they drink?
Mint tea. It's one of the country's most famous drinks.
I've seen photos of it before.
Then you've probably seen the way it's served, too.
The one where they hold the teapot really high?
Exactly. They pour the tea from high above the glass to create foam on top.
It looks more like a show than just making a drink.
That's one reason visitors remember it so well.
And people drink tea in cafes too, right?
Right. In Morocco, cafes are often places where people meet, chat, and relax.
So people go to cafes and order tea instead of coffee.
Quite often, yes.
I've also heard people call it Moroccan whiskey.
They do. Not because it contains alcohol, but because it's such a popular social drink.
And if someone offers you tea, it's a good idea to say yes.
Definitely. Offering tea is a sign of hospitality and friendship.
So accepting the tea means accepting the welcome.
That's a great way to put it.
I like that. A simple cup of tea can say a lot without any words.
Before we finish, let's visit a few places with some unusual tea traditions.
Wow! What else?
In Argentina, many people drink yerba mate.
That's the one people share, right?
Exactly. Passing the cup around is part of the tradition.
So drinking tea becomes a group activity.
Pretty much.
What about Tibet?
Tibet has butter tea.
The name alone sounds interesting.
It's made with tea, butter, and a little salt.
Definitely not what I expected.
The cold mountain weather helped shape that tradition.
That actually makes sense.
Mongolia has its own version too.
Let me guess, it's not sweet either.
Not usually. Many people drink salty milk tea.
We've traveled from sweet mint tea to salty milk tea.
Tea really does come in all kinds of forms.
Today has completely changed the way I think about tea.
How so?
I used to think tea was just tea, but now I realize every place has its own tea story.
I couldn't agree more. In China, tea means tradition.
In Japan, it means peace and enjoying the moment.
In Taiwan, it's simply part of everyday life.
In Hong Kong, it brings families and friends to the same table.
In the United Kingdom, it means taking a break.
In India, it brings people together through conversation.
In Turkey, it means friendship and hospitality.
And in Morocco, it means welcome.
Different countries, different traditions, different ways of drinking tea.
But one thing stays the same.
What's that?
Tea brings people together.
I think that's the perfect way to end today's journey.
Me too. Now all this tea talk has made me thirsty.
Then maybe it's time for a cup of tea.
I think I'll do exactly that.
If you enjoyed traveling around the world through tea with us today, please don't forget to like and subscribe to English Journey.
And please share this episode with your friends who are learning English too. We'd love to hear from you.
What's your favorite kind of tea? Let us know in the comments.
Thanks for spending time with us today.
Take care of yourself.
And maybe make yourself a nice cup of tea.
We'll see you again on the next episode of English Journey.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.